Commissioner DeFilippo,
Present.
Commissioner Hertzler,
Here.
Commissioner Eichelberger, Controller Whitcomb.
Here.
Thank you, Jen. Is there any public comment? Hearing none. Do we have an approval of salary board actions?
I'll make a motion to approve the salary board actions, all except for the register of wills.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And
I'd like to make a motion that the board approve the salary request by my office, register of wills.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Are any further questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have approval of minutes for January 30th. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any other business to be brought in front of the salary board?
Just a question, can we get copies of those minutes when we have something on the agenda?
Sure.
It's public information.
You mean for today's minutes?
Okay, any other business? Thank you. Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Sure. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Actually, she almost memorized it.
Call the Board of Commissioners meeting to order. Jen, can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner DeFilippo,
Present.
Commissioner Hertzler,
Here.
Commissioner Eichelberger.
Present.
Thank you, Jen. Is there any public comment? Hearing none, we'll move to approval of minutes of January 26th and January 30th. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any questions or comments on those minutes? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have approval of the Public Safety Review Team meeting minutes of January 25th. Is there a motion?
I'll move for approval.
Is there a second?
I'm going to abstain because I wasn't at that
I have no
meeting.
objection. I will second the motion. Any questions, comments? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
One abstention, please. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Next is approval of personnel transactions. Is there a motion?
I'll make a move for approval. Go ahead. Second.
Okay, is there a motion and a second? Are there any questions on the motion? Any comments? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, we have approval, resolution 2017-6 budget adjustments. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is approval of acceptance of sub-grant award from Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for Cumberland County Stop Grant. Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval and acceptance of a mental health court planning grant through administrative offices of Pennsylvania courts. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, approval of acceptance of sub-grant award from Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for assisting crime victims with improved forensics. Is there a motion?
For approval.
Or a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of Human Services Block Grant application to the state. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is item 12, approval of contracts. We will take those sections 1 and 2. Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval of contracts and grants listed.
Is Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval to authorize advertising for the Egie Bridge Maintenance Project. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the authorization of the advertisement for the AG Bridge Maintenance Project.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of bid award. Approval to award the contract to Galbraith Pre-Design Inc. for the replacement of the cooling tower support beam on the Cumberland County Courthouse in the amount of $22,450. Is there a motion?
I'll move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have approval, bid award to award the contract to Penn Jersey Paper Company for the dietary paper and plastic items at Claremont Nursing and Rehab Center. Is there a motion?
Make the motion to approve the award of the contract to Penn Jersey Paper Company.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, approval of capital projects request. This is for IMTO Office Watch Support. Total project cost $20,564. Is there a motion?
I'll move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Do we have any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have approval of general disbursement transfer authorizations, items 17A through E. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, I'd like to report executive sessions held February 9th, 2017, February 10th, 2017 for personnel issues. I'd like to announce acceptance of monthly reports, clerk of courts, recorder of deeds, register of wills for cemetery, and veteran affairs and change of assessments. Is there any other business to be brought in front of the board? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Adjourn, thank you.